Everybody in the basketball community, especially women's basketball, knows about KAL and the V Foundation. And we lost a friend to women's basketball in KAL, and we're doing a big community service project this Saturday. Two of our seniors, Ashley Pendleton and Monique Godfrey, this is their project, and they've been collecting funds. We're going to be wearing pink T-shirts as our warm-up shirts and throwing some fun things out to the crowd, and also going to have a little bit of education up in the lobby area. They're going to have a couple tables set out with some education and some information for the ladies. So think pink Saturday. We're encouraging everybody to wear pink. Anybody got any questions?
Coach, how important is that for something for a cause of that nature to pull the whole team together and just to pull all your opposing teams with it as well?
Yeah, this is a special community service project. I was involved with breast cancer the last 3 years at IUP. We did a big just a big tournament. We took all the proceeds and donated it, and this one was one that the girls wanted to do themselves, which was even neater that they came up with the idea. And obviously with everything going on with KAL this year, I think that it's just very public this year, and that our ladies are getting involved and want to participate. I think that's good, and I think it definitely helps with team morale and chemistry, and it hopefully will help the community here in Youngstown.
Coach, how is the morale right now?
It's surprisingly good. Go ahead.
No, how is the morale after 13 straight?
I don't think we think about that. I think that's the biggest thing. We don't go in and talk about a record. We don't talk about how many wins or losses we've had in a row. I wouldn't even known that number if you hadn't told me. I think we're trying to ignore some of those things to keep pushing through. We had a great scrimmage in practice yesterday. That's what we've kind of changed gears this week. We're trying something new. We've tried a lot of things this year. And I think right now, the only thing they need the game time. So we're doing a lot of scrimmaging this week, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Just to prepare to get in that game mode again, make good game decisions, take game shots. And a couple ladies really stood out yesterday. I thought Kenya had a great scrimmage. She was 5 for 6 in a half period, a 20-minute period, and did a very good job. Along with Rachel Manuel, Jaquetta Wesley, there were some good ones that stood out.
How difficult has this been for the program, for you, for the group of ladies? How difficult has this been just to kind of work through this?
Yeah, personally, this is the biggest challenge I think I've ever gone through. I'm 33 years old, and I've never been on any kind of team that hasn't boasted at least a 500 record. So, for me personally, it's difficult, but I think that it's just one of those things. We're in a situation, and we have to push through, and we have to be positive. We've come up with different motivation techniques this year. I think our staff has done a very good job of staying positive and creative with that. But I really got to give all the credit as far as staying positive to the girls because, with 6 seniors, this is their senior year. They could have easily given up, and they haven't. I guess I'm pretty excited about that. I can't ever get mad at them because they're working hard. They're giving us everything they have to give. We've had a lot of injuries this year, and then losing Nikita LaFleur right when she was playing well. Kamisha Alexander has a big game, and then she goes down at the end of that game. I mean, we've had some tough blows with injuries, and I just commend the ladies and their spirit.
Coach, you've talked before about good performances in practice. Obviously, I guess if you put a finger on it, it would carry over into games, but are you beginning to see any relationship between the difference in game performance and practice performance?
The more we go game-like in practice, I think the better they execute in a game, Jim. But I think that because we've had to change the lineup so much and there's so many different things going on with personnel injury-wise that it's been hard to find that consistent group, and that's been difficult too. So, I think that, as a coach, you're supposed to teach the fundamentals, you're supposed to shoot, and everybody was so focused on scoring. I felt like we were spending an hour a day on scoring and not really seeing that much improvement, and the more we get back down to transition drills and just good up-tempo, physical, game-like drills with possessions and going up and down the floor, I think the better we play in the games. And I think that's just what we're trying to create every day in practice is that game atmosphere for the ladies. There's nothing that can take the place of a game, the intensity of it, the emotion, the adrenaline, but we're trying to create that as best as we possibly can.
Is this just one of those years, and you see, long-term down the road, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and, you'll be better for this down the road?
Our goal is to go 6-0 here these last 6 games. So, I mean, it's one of those things, I guess, I never going to count us out. We're trying to get ready for the conference tournament. That's something we talk about daily is March 9th. We have to play the 5th, the 7th. We have to turn around and travel now on Sunday because we put ourselves in a hole and we have to play on the road on the 9th. Then we're going to have to travel that Tuesday and play on the road Wednesday and then go play on the road Friday, Sunday. And, we've already made hotel reservations and we've planned it out. And I think that's all we can do at this point is think positive, work hard, and hope that a little bit of luck comes in that stretch as it always does in March Madness.
Despite the record, Coach, what has this team improved upon over the tough stretch?
I think our will to push through, our will to survive, and I think that's just who we are as a person. Our our character has grown, I think, more than anything this year. Our individual skills, obviously the returners have definitely, the returners for next year have definitely improved a lot individually with their individual talents and decision-making and ball handling and passing, everything, you name it. But I really think that they've just grown up as people. I think this is a life-altering experience for everybody, and one that I think we're still all, they're laughing and giggling down the training room right now, and they're going to come and bring it today in practice, and I'm very excited that they know how to stay focused.
Any quick comments on the second go-around with Detroit?
Excited about it. Kamisha pretty much single-handedly shot them out of the zone last time, and as soon as she got hurt, they went right back to it, so I'm hoping we can shoot well. They're playing really, really well. They've got a couple of young girls. They're playing tough, very physical, very athletic. So we're going to see hopefully a lot of man. That means we're shooting well against the zone. We just got to play some good transition defense against them. They push the break very well.